This is Reiner, founder of the Mindful Leader, co-founder of the New You. I wanted to talk a little bit about my training that I developed over the past years called the 10x Presence and Awareness, and why I actually decided to develop it. So you may know that over the past 7 or 8 years, that was roughly my introduction to mindfulness. It started in the Silicon Valley, where at that point there was a lot of hectic and stress in my life. And when I then got into mindfulness training, some meditation, and so on, I realized it is a journey which is very complex. There are so many choices you can do. You can go to some retreats, you can take some class, you can read books, look at videos, and so on. So there is no right or wrong or any in this. It's basically a journey. And yeah, it takes quite some time. So in my case now it's been 7 or 8 years that I started investigating, exploring these ideas around mindfulness. But in general, the broader area of increasing your level of present awareness, I call it also LPA, right? Your LPA is the percentage of the time of the wake when you're basically awake over the day. So let's say 16 hours. When let's say you sleep 8 hours, 16 hours, you're awake. What time are you actually fully present, fully there, and fully connected basically to the present moment? And that is your LPA. And my LPA also at that point was quite low, right? I didn't even think about what LPA or what awareness is at that point, right? So maybe it was 1%, I don't know. And to be honest, the most leaders I work with as a trainer, coach, and sparring partner, usually when we work on the topic of increasing your level of present awareness, it is in that ballpark of, let's say, 1 or 2%. That means maybe 10, 15 minutes a day that someone is really fully engaged in the present moment. And that is actually not that much if you think about it. If these 16 hours, so it's roughly 1,000 minutes, right? And so then there is this small fraction, this tiny fraction that you're actually fully present, fully connected. The rest you're basically on autopilot. You're basically trapped in thinking activity, excessive thinking activity, and you're basically, the mind is jumping from one place to the next, right? And so that is the major problem. And in such a state of mind, you can easily see there exists a lot of stress, anxiety can come in. So all those things may not help you to make the best type of decisions. So the quality of your decisions is severely impacted. That's a big problem, right? And so going back to the training, right? So why did I then design this training? Was that I wanted to have a way to very systematically um, offer a path, a choice for someone who says, "Oh yeah, I want to become more present. I'm interested in better quality decision. I'm interested in less stress, anxiety, all this constant thought activity. What can I do, right? Is there a way to do it effectively and efficiently, right?" That was the motivation, because reality is you can do it completely on your own. There's nothing wrong with it. And it may work not, right? Who knows? But it can take, needless to say, it can take a long time. And so the benefit of one of the primary benefits of this training that I designed, the 10x present and self-awareness, is that it offers you basically a shortcut, right? So you can, in a much shorter time, you can go systematic and structured course where you can then, grow your level of present awareness. You can also measure it, and you see how it evolves. Literally, you can look at these results and you can see what's going to happen. So it's a much faster, condensed way, which is something very practical that is, I think, is needed in today's business world, right? I mean, there's so many leaders, and leader usually wants results, and they want results fast. And this training will actually do this. It will give you results fast if the timing is right. That means if there's already some opening in your consciousness that allows this information basically to be absorbed and then act on it, right? So it is feasible if there is this opening, but also if there is a willingness, a strong commitment, right? If otherwise, what's going to happen is you may start something and say, oh yeah, this is kind of cool. Let's look into it. But at the end of the day, it's not going to happen. And so that is or for me, that was the motivation to create such an option, such a choice for someone who is ready, who is committed, and wants to go to the next level, growing the mindset, growing self-awareness, cultivating more presence, and is really ready for this and do it in a systematic way with a clear measurement on results. That's the outcome of this training. And from experience working with leaders in the past years, it is actually working. So you can look at testimonials on my LinkedIn page and see what other tech leaders who actually went through this training have to say about it. It is working. It produces the 10x results, and it's a big step change. It's not this little incremental thing. It's a big change. And yeah, it can be measured. I'll share more insights on those topics around measurement. But also I gave in a video series in the next few weeks, I will dive deeper in some of the topics that will be covered and how you can actually benefit. And if you're interested at that point, just contact me, and I can share more details and provide more context on the training and relevant information that can be helpful.